Hello, intuitive friends, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you are a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces in your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or other placements on your astrological natal chart, which are your Venus, your Juno, your fifth or seventh houses, then these messages are for you. But if you're watching this after the live stream, then don't forget to take a look down below in the description box because there you will find my timestamps here for you for the individual signs, the individual water signs, Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces. For those of you who are watching me live, welcome back. Thank you so much for being here. Today I'm going to be channeling messages here, focusing on the couple edition here for all of you. Okay. That being said, we're going to start with Scorpio, followed by Cancer, then Pisces, and all of the signs as of today, as of this reading, will be all completed. So if you've missed any of the other placements that you may have on your astrological natal chart, then all you need to do is take a look at the playlist, and there you will have all the other signs. Of course, the couples playlist, okay, and you will have all the signs there, okay. That being said, let's jump straight into the reading here for Scorpio. Hello, Scorpio, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you are a Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or if you are Scorpio on other placements on your astrological natal chart, okay, that focus on love, connections, partnerships, relationships, marriage, and connections. And those other placements are as follows. If you are a Scorpio in your Venus, or if you're Scorpio in your Juno, or if you're Scorpio in your fifth house on your astrological natal chart, or if you're a Scorpio in your seventh house on your astrological natal chart, then these messages are for you and also for your partner, because this is all about connections. Okay. So I'm going to be channeling messages in three specific areas in this reading. So number one, I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on the overall mutual energy between you, Scorpio, and your partner. Okay. So that's going to be the first. The second area that I'm going to be channeling is what possible challenges you as a couple may be experiencing, feeling, or dealing with in the month of February. And the last and final section that I'll be focusing on and channeling messages are what is the best course of action for both of you as a couple. So, in other words, how to show up for each other in order for both of you to overcome the potential possible challenges, obstacles, delays that may be here potentially in the month of February. Okay, that being said, let's jump straight into this beautiful reading here, Scorpio. Let's see what's coming through for both you and your partner. All right, Scorpio. Again, if you are a Scorpio in your Sun, Moon, Rising, or if you are a Scorpio either in your Venus or Juno, or Scorpio in your fifth house or seventh house, then these messages are for you. And let's take a look here at the overall. Wait a minute. Hold on. Am I holding this up right? Okay, hold on. Hold on. So I see. Okay. Sorry about that. Just making sure. All right. There we go. All right. Let's take a look here, Scorpio, what the possible overall mutual energy in your connection, okay, is here for the month of February. All right, let's take a look here at your connection, you and your partner. What is the possible overall mutual energy here in the month of February? Oh, interesting. You have the double card underneath. But let's see what's coming through here for you. All right, you have here the Wheel of Fortune with the Ace of Wands, okay? Now, the Wheel of Fortune with the Ace of Wands is saying there is a shift, an improvement, a progress in some way, shape, or form here in this overall mutual energy. The Wheel of Fortune is ruled by Jupiter. Okay, Jupiter is known as the planet of good luck and expansion. Also, here, Jupiter is very much here connected to making things expand or increase, right? So there may be an increase in passion because of the Ace of Wands is here, or there may be an increased desire or inspiration towards something that both of you are either creating, planning, or wanting to improve or progress here. Now, this could be obviously your connection, or this could be something individually within your connection. Okay. Remember, as I always say, whatever may be impacting one partner may impact the other. So, Wheel of Fortune, there's this energy here of something turning. Okay. Wheel of Fortune does rely, or I should say, it's super important in regards to the energy. Okay. So although this is the Wheel of Fortune, it expands whatever energy is already present. So what do I mean by that, Scorpio? I mean, if the energy that is present in your connection right now is positive, such as the Ace of Wands, right? This reignited passion between you and your partner, then that's what's going to expand. If both of you are looking at the glass half full rather than half empty, then that's what's going to expand. So the optimism is going to expand. The good luck is going to expand. The good fortune, okay? That optimistic energy here is what's going to possibly potentially expand. However, if you and your partner are in the energy of being pessimistic, or in this energy of seeing the glass half empty, or kind of like focusing on the fact that the passion hasn't been felt for a while, or something feels a little bit off, or there's some type of indecision or hesitation, or not being sure or uncertain about something, then that's what the Wheel of Fortune is going to expand. It's going to expand the energy that is mostly within the connection. Okay. So that's one way here that I wanted to just explain this here for the both of you. Okay. So it's coming across that there may be some a decisive decision. Maybe there's something that may be heading in your direction here in the month of February, where you're going to either need to decide on something here. As you see, it says a decisive moment up here. It could be a moment here where you either say, okay, this is what I feel we should move towards, or that we should expand on. I feel that some of you here may be entering a new phase in your connection, even if you've been together for quite some time. Others of you who are recently starting, you may be in this honeymoon phase here in the month of February. Okay. Now, the Ace of Wands, aces are all about new beginnings, but it's the opportunity for that new beginning. Okay. So an opportunity may be brought to the table here to both of you in some way, shape, or form. And it is up to both of you to either take and make something with this quote unquote free spin, or choose not to grab the opportunity. Okay. So the Ace of Wands, there's this beautiful energy here of reignited passion. Both of you could be more focused on really moving towards something, planning something, strategizing something. But whatever this something is very much connected to the inspiration, ambition, and motivation that both of you feel within your connection. Okay. So, of course, we're going to get more clarity here, but so far it's looking really good. Okay. Again, wherever you may be placing this energy here with this Wheel of Fortune is what's going to expand. So it's up to you. Are you looking more at the challenges, the uncertainty, the indecision, or are both of you looking more at the fact that there could be here some type of new energy potentially here moving in for the both of you? Okay. So chemistry may be very much at the forefront here in February for the both of you. A sense of attraction as well. Okay. So let's see here what else is coming through. Give me more clarity here in regards to the Ace of Wands as well as the Wheel of Fortune. Let's get more clarity here. And you have here reconciliation, just like I said a little while ago here with reignited passion with the Ace of Wands. And yeah, and some of you are literally, I said this, some of you are in the honeymoon phase. Others of you may have had a little bit of a difficulty here in some way, shape, or form. And there's this sense of like trying to either give it a second chance or trying to see if the reconciliation and reunion could perhaps reignite some type of passion that may have felt a little bit on the fence here at some point in time. So reconciliation says someone from your past is returning in your life. Okay. So this could be things that were discussed in the past or recent past. This could be memories. Okay. Especially for those of you who may be on the fence. Okay. There could be some things here that you may be thinking about from past connections. Others of you, this could be just situations, circumstances, or in the or events that you dealt with before that may be surfacing or resurfacing. So again, this Ace of Wands, a decision or an opportunity to either reconcile or make something better or choose maybe something else. Okay. So reconciliation and reunion here coming through for the both of you. And for some of you, like I said at the top of the reading here, you may be entering, especially for those of you who are like at the beginning stages of your connection, you may be in the honeymoon phase. Okay. So actually, let me bring both of these. Okay. Out here. Now with the Ace of Wands and the honeymoon here, I'm feeling that there could be here talks about having a weekend getaway or traveling, maybe actually even doing some traveling here in the month of February. That could be also an opportunity here for the both of you, especially if things may be seeming a bit on the fence. For others of you, there's this sense of like, again, connecting to the chemistry and to the passion, the drive, and the chemistry here in your connection by either going away on vacation or spending some really romantic date nights here. Okay. Ooh. So we have here the Six of Wands in reverse. Now, the next message that I'm channeling here are the possible challenges you as a couple may be experiencing, feeling, or dealing with. And of course, you just saw that was a pop out here focusing on the Six of Wands in reverse. Now, Six of Wands in reverse, you may see it in another way here, but this is the reverse version, okay? So Six of Wands is coming across here as the potential challenge as you as a couple that you may be either experiencing, feeling, dealing with, or maybe some delays could be very much connected to the ego. It could be connected to pride. It could be connected to someone feeling, well, something isn't going to move forward because I feel feel like something isn't able to move on. Like we can't move on perhaps from a discussion, an argument, a disagreement, which, by the way, that's why reconciliation is here. Remember that I said at the top of the reading with the Ace of Wands, it's an opportunity to reignite the passion. That means that there may have been a situation, circumstance, or an event either that may have happened in the past or recent past, as I said here with this past energy, or this may be a reoccurring theme, tension, or blockage that may have made either one of you or both of you feel here like something wasn't on point before. And so in the month of February, there's this sense of, number one, with the Wheel of Fortune, reconsidering taking a look or reconsidering giving this connection another chance, right? But the challenge, the issue, or the blockage is either one of you or both of you may feel very hesitant about moving a particular aspect of your connection forward. Okay. Now remember, the Six of Wands, when it's in its upright position, is all about the victory. It's all about the success. It's all about feeling a sense of victory over the external or internal challenges within the connection, feeling very proud, feeling like, this is great, very, very positive. On the reverse, the Six of Wands in reverse is telling me something is at a halt, something is at a stop. There could be indecisions here. There could be the sense of I'm on the fence. Maybe a particular discussion, disagreement, or bumping in the heads of the heads, right? We're disagreeing here, may have brought something to the surface and have made either or may potentially here have both of you reconsider. Should we reconcile or should we go our separate ways? Should we move our connection to a higher level? Honeymoon, maybe proposal, marriage, for those of you who, or live or move in together? Or should we just wait to see what may happen here? Okay, because the Six of Wands in reverse is telling me there's this kind of full stop on something that could at one point in time felt very, very positive because it may have been going in a really good direction, but something here may have kind of in a way seeped in, made you see something, experience something as a couple, and there may be this kind of halt in plans or just taking a moment here to figure out, okay, is ego, is pride in the way? Is someone being self-centered? Is someone being egotistical, okay, self-centered, not looking at the other person's point of view? Those are the potential energies here that could be surfacing or resurfacing here for you as possible challenges for both of you as a couple. But the Six of Wands in reverse, there's a stop here of some sort, okay? Let's get more clarity here. Give me more clarity here for the Six of Wands in reverse. And let's see what's coming through. We have here Cupid's arrow. So remember, this is a challenge. So the challenge could be, how can we reignite the chemistry, the passion, and the attraction that may have been either at a halt for some quite some time, or that may be coming to the sense of like stop here in February. Again, I feel energetically that there may have been either a discussion or an argument in the past or recent past that may kind of halted some plans here. And of course, the Wheel of Fortune with the Ace of Wands is saying there could be an opportunity if both of you choose to either reconcile or move past a situation, circumstance, or an event that may be very much triggering from the past or recent past, or may be brought up from the past or recent past in the month of February. Okay. So there's like a very clear distinction. Some of you are very much in this like honeymoon phase. Others of you, there's a reignited passion here and a deeper connection that you're trying to recuperate for some of you, or that you're trying to amplify here in the month of February. And others of you there may be a little bit of tension. And so that's why this reconciliation is here. Again, with the Six of Wands in reverse, there seems to be a stop, and there seems to be the sense, well, let's halt here something because something doesn't feel quite like it used to. Okay. All right. So of course, take what resonates. Let me get another one here for the Six of Wands in reverse. Okay. It says their pride before the fall. Okay. So again, like I said, this could be very much connected to pride or ego. Okay, someone not wanting to or being unable to. We have here photography. You know what's very interesting here, Scorpio? You and your partner, see, you have here like looking at your photos, missing you, nostalgia. All right, there's this energy here of looking at the past. Whether it's the past of within your connection or within a connection that happened with someone else in the past or recent past. Again, take what resonates here. But there's this energy of having to look like in the past, again, with reconciliation, talking about the past, again, with the reignited passion, because aces are about the new beginning. So maybe something may have felt a little bit lackluster. And now in the month of February, there's a possibility here where you're wanting to move something forward. But again, just take what resonates here, but it's coming, especially with that Six of Wands in reverse. Okay, Six of Wands in reverse, no matter what this may be, there's this sense of like, I don't feel like things are moving in the way that I would want. Now, we're going to take a look at how you can overcome this energy, but let's do a little bit more here and let's get more detail and clarity here, Scorpio. Okay, for some of you, you're going to choose, and listen, free will is the thing. Okay, so I feel that some of you may be on the fence on something. Some of you will choose to reignite that passion, that chemistry. Maybe go on vacation, go on a weekend rendezvous, take a trip together, and then that's going to make things start rolling back to what used to be. Okay, because this energy here with this possible challenge is focusing on something that like has been put on stop, and maybe this mutual energy right now is like, well, how can we get things rolling? Others of you are really considering like, I don't know if I want to reconcile, I have to think about it. Others of you who are in the early stages of your connection, yeah, you guys are like on fire. There's a lot of like very a lot of chemistry stuff going on here. And of course, just keep an eye out, because at the first sight of a trouble in paradise, you're going to need to see how both of you can overcome whatever challenge may be potentially coming in your direction in February. So is it going to put a stop on this honeymoon phase, or are you both going to reconcile and get back to the swing of things here, for those of you who are at the beginning stages of a connection here? Okay, so again, there's a lot of free will energy here. Like there's kind of like, should I or shouldn't I? And for others of you, it's there is a new beginning. See, it's mutual. We're on the same wavelength, good or bad. And whatever this is, especially we're talking about this being a challenge, whatever the challenge is, both of you are feeling that way. Both of you may be feeling like there's a sense of a halt. Six of Wands in reverse. Okay, something's not moving here like it was before. Both of you may be feeling that there's this lackluster energy, okay, with the Cupid's arrow. Both of you may be reminiscing either of the happy moments that you had in the past or recent past, or either both of you or one of you is thinking about maybe even past connections. Okay, remember here in this mutual energy, says someone from your past is returning to your life. So returning as in maybe you thinking about them, or your partner thinking about someone from the past. Okay, so again, I'm just channeling the messages here, but it's coming across. And then for those of you who it's like good memories, it's good memories. For those of you who it's not so good memories, maybe it's a little bit challenging. So the feelings here may be mutual on this halt or this stop. Okay, now let's take a look at the brighter side of things now, right? Let's take a look at how this connection here, what the best course of action may be with both of you in this connection or this relationship, right? How can both of you show up for each other in order to overcome this potential challenge of the Six of Wands in reverse? That sense of like, I don't feel like we're both on the same page of something here. Okay, so let's take a look here, Scorpio, at how you can overcome this possible or potential challenge or challenges or delays here. Don't forget, Scorpio, drop a rose in the comment section if these messages resonate for you. Look at that. You have Temperance. By the way, Temperance is ruled by Sagittarius, okay? Which, remember that I said a little while ago in regards to this honeymoon. I feel that there may be some sort of travel, okay, or talking about travel, or maybe for some of you, it's taking time on your own to kind of clear your mind on something here. But Sagittarius definitely here giving me some sense of traveling adventure. Okay. So Temperance says here, perfecting balance, union of opposites. See, remember that I was saying that there could be here this kind of tense energy. Okay, two people may not be on the same page in regards to something. So both of you may be trying to negotiate. So, how can both of you show up for each other in order to overcome this energy of the Six of Wands in reverse? Well, both of you understanding that yes, there may be opposites in regards to different views, different ideas, different opinions about something. But how are you going to balance something out? How are both of you as a couple going to be able to balance the sense of imbalance that may be here in regards to this potential challenge, blockage, or situation? How are you going to restore the harmony, the tranquility, and the sense of inner peace within the connection, making changes that are purposeful, that are healthy, right? Or are you both kind of feeling or thinking, well, are we going to reconcile or are we not? Are we going to give it another shot and take this Ace of Wands and see where we go? Or are we going to make other choices? Six of Wands in reverse, put a stop on something and try to analyze something a little further, okay? Because it seems that there's this mutual energy here. Others of you may say, yes, I want to reconcile. We want to reconcile. So again, more of this passion here with the Ace of Wands, the opportunity to start over and reconcile and bring you guys closer together to what you used to have with each other. Okay. So again, there is that energy here if it could go either way. But again, this is a general reading. So whatever messages resonate, then those are the ones for you. Leave the things that don't resonate. But in order for both of you to show up in your best selves, like show up in the best way for each other, there is a sense of trying to figure something out, trying to reconcile or see the other person's point of view. Reconcile, compromise, negotiate. All right. Try to keep the peace. All right. So that's what's coming through for you. Now, patience is very much connected to the Temperance card as well. Okay. So patience is also coming through as the best way that both of you can show up, for each other. How can we take your idea, their idea, and put it together and create something new? Alchemy. Okay. That's why this Temperance card in tarot has two cups. Water from one cup, water from both cups, and how can we blend them to make something not only new, but something that works for everyone involved? All right, let's take a look at one last clarity here for you. But definitely this energy of like negotiation and peacekeeper type of energy, and patience obviously is coming through with this Temperance card. So it makes a lot of sense, especially with the fact that I was channeling here with the Six of Wands, the sense of pride, ego, self-centeredness, or just feeling here like, is my partner only thinking about themselves, or are they looking at my viewpoint? Okay. All right. Last but not least, let's get more clarity here with the Temperance. And you have here cunning fox. Ooh, cleverness. Okay. It says cleverness, deduction, persistence. Quickly discover your hidden talents. Anytime I see the fox, I always feel strategy, being clever, okay? Understanding what needs to occur here, okay? in regards to that negotiation, in regards to the peacekeeping, in regards to the compromise. As they say, compromise is two people who agree on things that it's not 100% on their favor and it's not 100% in the other favor. Okay. So the negotiation is like, yeah, okay, so both of us are not going to get everything that we want, but what can we do to balance things out? So there's a sense of being clever, there's a sense of being strategic here. There's also here the sense of like, well, what do we need to really kind of iron out? And does this make sense for both of us, right? Is it something that we're both going to benefit from if we talk about like how we're going to negotiate something or restart something? I do feel that one person potentially may be trying to outsmart the other in some way, shape, or form. That may not be for all of you, but for some of you who are having issues, or where the Six of Wands is like there's a hold of something or a hold on something, the holds of the victory, the holds of success, the holds of like, hold on, boop, time out here. Let's reassess something. For those of you who resonate with that storyline, there's one person here that may be trying to outsmart the other. Okay, so just be aware of that. Other than that, intuitive friends, I hope these messages have been insightful for you here. Scorpio, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, continue to subscribe to the channel, turn on your notification bell and all alerts so that when I do a live, you can join me, especially for the 5-minute mini readings that I do here on my channel for my subscribers. Don't forget to drop a rose in the comment section. That lets me know these messages resonated for you. That being said, take care, Scorpio, and I'll see you next time. Up next, we have Cancer. But before we jump into Cancer's reading, I want to say thank you to those of you who are stopping by and dropping a rose or giving a thumbs up in regards to the readings. I really appreciate it. Intuitive friends, thank you for all your love, your loyalty, and your support. For those of you who are newly subscribed to the channel, I want to say thank you for subscribing. And for those of you who are visiting for the first time, welcome. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box. Or oh yeah, no, I don't. It's alive, but I don't have the chat on. I forgot. So just take a look down below in the description box. There you will find all my information. For those of you who are my subscribers, my new viewers, and visitors alike, I want to thank each and every one of you for your love, your support, and your loyalty to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. I know I haven't done free readings lately, but I will. I will this weekend. So prepare yourselves because we're jumping into the final. Well, actually, maybe no. Well, we just started the week, so maybe tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I'll be doing some more free mini readings. So if you're interested in that, feel free to join. Feel free to subscribe because that is a first come first serve, and that's only for subscribers. I will be coming on during the week, focusing on spilling some tea here. For those of you who are interested in getting more tea on something very specific. So tune in because there's lots that's coming through, and always take a look at the posts. Make sure that when you look at the community post, you have it under the newest. Okay, so there's 3 tabs. There's newest, oldest, or there's something else. So make sure it's under the newest so that you can see the latest, newest information on our community tab. Okay. All right, intuitive friends, we're going to jump into Cancer's reading. Again, Cancer couple readings. This is all the couples edition. If you are single, take a look at the singles readings. Those are already done for you. I did them focusing on January 15th all the way through February 15th. So make sure you take a look at that, okay, intuitive friend? All right, up next, we have Cancer. Hello, Cancer, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you are a Cancer sun, moon, rising, or whether you are a Cancer in other placements on your astrological natal chart that focus on love, relationships, connections, marriage, um, partnerships, and those areas are as follows. If you are a Cancer in your Venus, or Cancer in your Juno, or Cancer in your fifth house, or Cancer in your seventh house, then these messages are also for you. And of course, as I always mention here in Twitter Friends, if you want to maximize your reading, then take a look at other placements on your astrological natal chart, especially those that are connected to love, relationship, and partnerships. Again, your Venus, your Juno, fifth and seventh houses. Okay. All right, Intuitive friends, my name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box. All my information is down below. Don't forget, Intuitive friends, I do 5-minute mini readings on my channel for subscribers only. So if you want to be part of that, you do need to subscribe. Hopefully, I'll see you there next time. All right, Cancer, there are 3 sections I'm going to be channeling. First section or area is going to be the overall possible or potential energy here between you and your partner. So this is the mutual overall energy in your connection for the month of February. The second area that I'm going to be channeling is the possible challenges, obstacles, blockages, or delays that you as a couple may be experiencing, feeling, or dealing with in the month of February. Last but not least, I'm going to take a look at the best course of action for both of you as a couple. In other words, how both of you show up for each other in order to overcome the potential challenges, blockages, and delays. Okay? Don't worry, it'll make sense as we move along. So we'll see what's coming through first for you, Cancer, and your partner in this overall mutual energy in your connection for the month of February. So let's see what's coming through here for the both of you. We have here the Ace of Swords with the 10 of Pentacles. Very intelligent decisions, stimulating conversations, using your intelligence, having emotional intelligence here, okay? I feel there's a sense of detaching from a lot of your emotions and really focusing on the logical, rational, analytical aspect of things through conversations, through being honest, through being very clear, okay? Having these logical, rational, analytical type of moments where you're like, you know what? I'm past the confusion here, right? So you and your partner may be in a clearer type of energy of communication in the month of February. Aces are all about your opportunity to start something new, but looking at it from the aspect of making intelligent, balanced decisions, using your rational, logical thinking, having intellectually stimulating conversations that get to the nitty gritty of something here. Okay. More clarity. There could be, again, cutting through the confusion, having more of this kind of divine insight, wanting to seek clarity in something that is going to be super important in regards to the 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles, the completion of something, feeling that something is finally stable or secure. Okay, so whatever this may be, whether it's conversations, whether it's a decision, whether it's you as a couple, okay, plural you, both of you as a couple, saying to each other, okay, let's talk about our future. Let's talk about what we may be moving towards in the near future. How can we make our connection more stable, more secure? Let's talk about homes or apartments or luxury items that we want to buy. What is the future, the legacy of our connection? Some of you may be talking about marriage, proposal, moving in together. talking about the nitty gritty of making something more stable in your connection. This could be a higher level of commitment. This could be talking about, future plans in regards to your nest egg, your finances, your careers. Okay. So there's this sense of like, let's talk about real life stuff. Okay. That's really going to impact either the growth of our connection or the new beginning here of looking at our connection like, okay, we've been in this energy for quite some time, and now we are thinking about leveling things up here in the connection. So we need to talk about very important stuff and get things clear so that either we choose to ascend our connection to a higher level of commitment, or if you are already married, for those of you who are already married, already living together, you have a long-term commitment already in whatever way, shape, or form that may be. The Ten of Pentacles is saying, well, let's clearly talk about how we can continue to strengthen and be the power couple that we are. Okay, because I do feel that there's this beautiful power couple type of energy here. You have a very positive card here with the Ace of Swords. You have the Ten of Pentacles here. So this feels like very strategic, very straightforward, very practical type of energy. Let's take a look at the future together. What are our plans? It's that type of energy that I'm getting. I'm not getting a lot of lovey-dovey romantic energy. I feel not that there's anything wrong with that. It's just that I feel that this energy in February is very kind of like, this is a new beginning that I want us to have, or this is how I want to ascend our connection to a higher level of commitment, or I've been thinking about something very clearly. Let's have that important talk about how to secure our wealth, our security, our stability in our connection. Okay, so it feels very logical, analytical, very practical, very sensible here. Okay, so that's the energy that I'm picking up. Of course, let's go a little deeper here with more clarity here, Cancer, for you and your significant other. Now, the Ace of Swords energy, again, like I said, both of you are cutting through the confusion. All right, so there may have been a little bit of a confusing part, maybe a little bit before February, where you may have been kind of on the fence on something, but I feel that there's this new energy of like both of you saying, okay, you know what? I've had an epiphany. I've had an epiphany, and I'm able to see something clearly. I'm able to make a decision now on something, and I want us to communicate about it. I want us to be like strong and stable. Like, is this like, like word is bond type of energy? Okay, like, how are we going to seal the deal? How are we going to like, boom, make this more stable here? There's a sense of duty, there's a sense of responsibility. So there's this sense of like, especially if something is going to be purchased, or if anything having to do with money matters, there's this talk about not just like my money, your money, but our money, or our finances, or our home. Okay, something that is very valuable to the both of you. And for others of you, like I said, it could be the talk of a higher level of commitment, proposal, marriage, wedding renewal, vows renewal, things of that nature. All right, let's take a look here at what else is coming through. This could also be talking about financial gains, family planning also here with the Ten of Pentacles, extending the family, blending the family. How is that going to look? Like having conversations about things like that. We have here, love yourself first. And this says your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Remember that I said that I wasn't feeling a lot of romance here. It's kind of like the straightforward energy of like, listen, what are we going to do? How are we going to move forward? Like it's very practical, sensible type of energy here. Very much like thinking logical and thinking logical and analytically, but with a sense of purpose, okay? Because there's a sense of like, listen, we want to continue to be a power couple, or we want to level up, or we want something more stable, or a nest egg, or blending of the families, or having more children, whatever it may be. There's an expansion here, and it's all about how can we do it together, and how can we do it in a rock solid way. Like I said, I'm getting a lot of like power couple energy here. So your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So it's not so much about the romance, it's about how can we think intelligently, and how can we make or take those conversations and turn them into something like super stable and solid for our future. So I'm not saying there isn't any romance, but it's like you as a couple, like saying it as it is, like being so straightforward, and being so practical and analytical, gives your partner, or give your partner, or your partner gives you this energy of like, you are not playing games. It's like, boom, this is what I'm thinking, this is what I'm feeling, this is what I want to increase. How are we going to do that? It's like that kind of like power couple approach. Okay, so that's positive. It's really good. So there isn't anything here that's coming across here as a red flag so far. Okay, now let's take a look here at the possible challenges, blockages, or delays you as a couple may be experiencing, feeling, or dealing with. Now we're going to see here what potential challenges may be coming up for the both of you here within your connection, possibly for the month of February. Okay, so let's take a look here at what's coming through. We have here the Eight of Coins over and over. It says boring, complicit, scattered, monotonous, all work, no play, repetitive, not delivering. Okay. Remember that I said that I was feeling like there's a lack of romance. That could be a little bit of an issue here, or if it's not an issue, it could be a potential challenge here for both of you, that you're thinking so much about how to make something like there's so much analytical, logical, rational, intellectually stimulating type of energy, that there seems to be this emotional disconnect here in the manner in which it's being spoken about, or in the manner that it's being presented, because there's so much swords and pentacles energy. And although this is positive, these two are positive cards, they are energies here that are more about how are we going to get something done? How are we going to create that stability? What do we need to do? What's going to be the course of action? There's a lot of planning here. There's a lot of like speaking clearly towards each other. There's this sense of like maybe creating a project, or talking about, well, if we make this move, how is that going to look? So it does feel, validation, confirmation, like there's this energy of like, we're talking about this so much, we're planning about this so much, that the romance aspect feels a bit disconnected, or a bit of a distance, right? So that may bring about this energy of the lack of spontaneity, the lack of adventure, the lack of passion that may be felt, because there's just so much of this all work and no play type of energy that is that it may potentially create this challenge, this obstacle, or this tension here, where so much practical, analytical, common sense, stable type of energy, that it's like, where's the passion? Okay, where's the love language? Where's the romance? Right? And so that is what I'm picking up here. Okay. There could be this sense of like feeling like something is becoming a bit repetitive within your connection. So it could be talking about this Ace of Swords energy. Like I said, you're finally cut through the confusion. And now there's this like kind of like going back to the drawing board and opening a new chapter, but being very specific in regards to what is being said and how it's being handled. And again, it's kind of like, where's the romance, right? Where's the passion? Where's the romance? Because I feel more of like a power couple energy, but more because two people are very focused on work, on career, on stability, on seeing something clearly, maybe a plan, maybe a project. And that is this kind of like Eight of Pentacles energy in reverse that I'm getting here. Okay. Now, no worries. We're going to, you know, go a little deeper here and get more clarity here of the possible challenge or challenges that you as a couple may be experiencing, feeling, or dealing with in the month of February. Okay, Cancer. So let's see what else is coming through. All right, Cancer and your partner. What else is coming through? I'm also picking up here, especially with this Eight of Pentacles in reverse, there could be this feeling here where there's a lot being spoken about. There's a lot of plans, and there's a lot of like the eye on the prize of stability and security. But because this Eight of Pentacles in reverse, it's like either one of you or both of you are not seeing the efforts being placed in something, or you're not seeing it in the 3D realm. So there could be a potential energy here where either one of you or both of you may feel it's a lot of talk, but I don't see action, or there's a lot of clarity and having these deep intellectually stimulating conversations where we're understanding each other and we're figuring something out because we want more stability. That's what we're, kind of in this mutual energy of making something. Finally, we've accomplished something, but at the expense of what, right? At the expense of not spending time together? Is it at the expense of, quality time not being there? Is it at the expense of making a lot of promises, over promising and under delivering? Because maybe one of you wants to impress the other. So that's also the energy that I'm picking up here with this Eight of Pentacles in reverse. All right, so let's take a look here. And also at what expense also in regards to like so much work, right? Focusing so much on that 10 of Pentacles because that stability needs to be there, that nest egg needs to be there. But is it now there's too much, there's this kind of work and life balance is out of balance, okay, here with this Eight of Pentacles in reverse, okay? So let's see here. Let's get more clarity. Wanted to say that before I cut the deck because, if you guys know, you know that there are times where that may come up. Here it goes. Time with friends. Is it that too much time is being spent with friends? Is it that too much time is not being spent, instead of friends, it's time with career, time with other responsibilities, and not enough time with each other? Remember, I said that there could be here this like at what cost. So this says moving on, happily single, living in the moment, having fun. Okay. So is there this vibe that may be potentially present here in February where both of you are so focused on the logical, practical, sensible side of whatever this may be, a project or something that you guys are working on, that you're spending way too much at working on something and not enough on feeling of connection and romance in your connection. Okay. Because when we're talking about single here, there may be someone here who may feel like, yeah, we're together, but I hardly see you. Or, yeah, we're together, but we don't spend a lot of time together. Or There could be issues here with work schedules, right? That could be at play here. So maybe they're opposite work schedules here, where yes, you are a couple. Yes, there's a committed partnership or a partnership here, but not too much is being spent, not too much time is being spent here with each other. Okay, so let's take a look here at what else is coming through. Plans. Seeing you is a priority for me. I want to make plans with you. What did I say? Didn't I just mention here, Cancer, that there could be issues with work and life balance, where one person or both of you may have either opposing schedules at work or having to work overtime or being very busy with other responsibilities or duties. It doesn't have to be work, but it could be connected or related to family, because the 10 of Pentacles is a family oriented energy. So is there a lot of focus going elsewhere where there's this empty feeling here? Like I said, validation, confirmation. I said single, happily single is here, where there's this energy where it's like, I'm so like, we're together, but we don't see each other as much. Or we're together, but we're always busy. We're together, but it's on occasion. It's not consistent. And so that may feel a little bit, again, an emotional disconnect or a romantic disconnect, which I mentioned here at the top of the reading, even before this came through. Remember, I said, I don't see a lot of romance here. I don't feel a lot of romance here. I feel duty. I feel responsibility. I feel practical energy. I feel, people that are trying to get things done, people that are very focused and career focused or very much family oriented. Okay. But I don't feel a lot of like romance within the connection. So again, it may be due to this energy here that I was talking about in regards to, the lack of romance or the lack of, affection here, or spending quality time, or the lack of work and home life balance. Or if it's not work, it could be other responsibilities and duties and your connection. So it's that kind of something feels out of balance here. Okay. All right, let's take a look here at the last and final section, and that is what may be the best possible course of action for both of you as a couple. So how to show up for each other in the best way in order to overcome this potential challenge, blockage, or energy, okay? So let's take a look here at your last and final section. And for those of you that are watching live, up next, we're going to be focusing on Pisces, okay? Justice. What did I say? Fairness. Someone here may feel like something isn't fair. It's not fair. You're spending too much time or focus on fill in the blank. That fill in the blank could be here, Cancer. You may feel your partner is spending too much with their friends, family, other things, work, or vice versa. Your partner may be feeling that way with you. So there may be something here that needs to come into balance. With the Justice card in its upright position, this is saying that the best course of action as a couple is for you to see how to balance or make things even or balance in regards to something connected to your connection here, whether it's work and home or personal time balance, whether it's responsibilities and duty versus how you're going to create something more in balance with making time for each other privately, away from the hustle and bustle of life. But something here needs to come back into balance, okay? The Justice card here says fairness and balance, exactly what I was saying. Doing what's right, cause and effect, integrity, balance, legal matters, consequences, life lessons, the truth. So being very honest about what the expectations are. And again, with the Ace of Swords, I feel that that discussion is going to be thorough, and whatever is agreed on needs to be consistent. Because if something is discussed in a very objective and diplomatic manner, but you promise that you're going to do something, either individually or together as a couple, you talk about it, you've aired out the differences, you're creating more stability by saying, this is what I want us to do because I want us to have that bonding, that family, that stability, that focus, that whatever it is, then you can't forget about making and devoting time, plans, effort, or energy towards each other. Because remember, there's a disconnect here of maybe even over promising, okay? Making promises and not being able to deliver, okay? Feeling like you're leading a bachelor or bachelorette life, even though you are either in a committed relationship or you are in a relationship or partnership or marriage with each other. So the Justice card in its upright position is saying, well, we need to balance something out. We need to be objective. We need to be fair. And we also need to be honest that whatever we agree on, because the Justice card in tarot is about, also could be about contract. Whatever we agree to do to make this energy over here less challenging, less less tense, then we need to promise that we're going to do what we say. Okay. So let's get one more card here for clarity here, Cancer, and then we're going to close the reading. Remember here, Cancer, don't forget to drop a rose in the comment section. That lets me know that these messages have resonated for you. Okay. All right, let's take one last and final. Actually, this is okay. Yeah, now it's in its upright. Let's take a look here at the last and final card to give clarity to this Justice card in tarot. Okay. All right, let's see. Last and final card here, Cancer, and you and your partner. Best course of action. Look at that peaceful dove. Okay. Keeping calm, cool, collected. All right. That's number one. You also have here compassionate. So being compassionate, healing whatever may be a little bit tense in regards to this area, which I already spoke about. So just go back to really get that thorough breakdown. Healing. Okay. Harmony, restoring the harmony within the connection. Again, through balance. Balancing something out, negotiating, compromising, reconciling, okay? Being the peacekeepers of your connection, but doing it in a very honest way. Not in a way of just saying yes, 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 not yesing someone to death just because you don't want to focus or clear something. It's more like, okay, with the Ace of Swords. Okay, so what are we going to do to make something better? Let's have that kind of really in-depth conversation. Again, cutting the confusion and being able to clearly and truthfully be able to make something here more balanced. Okay. This says here, release your fear and heal your hurting heart. All right. So peaceful dove. Doves are all about peace. It's all about mental peace, emotional peace, inner peace, spiritual peace, energetic peace here within the connection. So for both of you to show up for each other with this energy is going to make this Justice card, or balancing something that may feel out of balance, more open. It's creating a safe space for each other and having very clear communication in conversations and being able to, mean what you say and say what you mean. Okay, with this 10 of the 10 of coins, which is the 10 of Pentacles. That being said, Cancer, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and continue to subscribe to the channel. Up next, we have Pisces. But before I jump into Pisces reading, intuitive friends, for those of you who are stopping by and giving me a thumbs up, a like, a share, and for those of you who have subscribed, thank you. Thank you subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for being here. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box, okay? All my information is down below. Don't forget to join me during the 5-minute readings that I give on my channel. Okay, I do 5-minute readings here for my subscribers only. So in order for you to take part in that, number one is first come, first serve. That's number one. Number two, it's important that you subscribe to the channel, turn on your notification bell and all alerts, because since it's first come, first serve, it's going to be super important for you to get to that chat very quickly. Okay. All right, intuitive friends. What else do I need to remind you? Oh, take a look at your February readings. All those readings are there, okay, for you. For those of you who are single, the singles reading is in the singles playlist. If you like pick a card readings, guess what? We have pick a card readings in the pick a card section playlist as well. We have the no contact section, and there's just lots and lots there for you in that playlist. That being said, up next, we have our last and final sign, and that is Pisces, okay? So Pisces, you are coming up next. All right, intuitive friends, let's jump into the Pisces reading. Whoop. There we go. Hello, Pisces, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you are a Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising. Okay, let's try that again. Hi, Pisces. Welcome back to the channel. If you are a Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, or if you are a Pisces on other parts of your astrological natal chart that focus on love, connections, commitment, marriage, relationships, and partnerships, and those areas are as follows. If you are a Pisces in your Venus, or Pisces in your Juno, or Pisces in your 5th house, or Pisces in your 7th house, then these messages are also for you in this reading, okay? Now, this is a couples reading, okay, Pisces? But before I jump into the reading, my name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box. All my information is down below. For those of you who are my subscribers, my new viewers, and visitors alike, I want to thank each and every one of you for your love, your support, and your loyalty to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. All right, intuitive friends, let's take a look here at what's coming through here for Pisces. Now, Pisces and your partner, what are the 3 sections I'm going to be channeling today? So this is going to be a long reading, but it is going to give you a lot of potential or possible details here for you, okay? Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, okay? Now, the first section I'm going to be channeling is the possible overall mutual energy in the connection in February, okay? The second section that I'm going to be channeling messages is focusing on the possible challenges you as a couple may be either experiencing, feeling, or dealing with in the month of February. And the last but not least section is the best course of action for both of you to take as a couple. Okay, so how can you show up for each other in the best way in order to overcome the possible challenges, blockages in your connection, okay? That being said, let's take a look here at what else is coming through for you and your partner. What is the possible overall mutual energy in your connection for the month of February? Okay, sorry about that, intuitive friends. All right, so you have here the Chariot, nice, moving forward with the Page of Wands, okay? Page of Wands here coming through. Okay, this is looking good. Pisces, the Chariot. You and your partner, mutual energies, you want to move past the obstacles, challenges, blockages. You want to move forward. You want to move forward together. Okay, there's a sense of like, let's focus on what we need to focus towards. There's a sense of determination. There's a sense of wanting your, whatever this may be. This could be your relationship. This could be something that you're planning. This could be a project. This could be, I don't know, a plan. Maybe you're planning a vacation, because with the Chariot there's a lot of travel there, so travel energy is present here. We'll talk more about that later. But this Chariot is about moving full force. So both of you kind of working together to move towards the goal that both of you have in mind. Fill in the blank of whatever that goal may be. This is a general reading, so it may be different here for different people. Whether that is your individual goals, as like your own career, your finances, and your partner thinking about their career, their finances, or mutually together as a couple. Okay, I always say whatever happens, or whatever plan or energy one partner is, you know, moving towards, it does affect the other. So it would show up, even if it's not you, Pisces. It might show up because this is an energy your partner is in. So that's why I'm looking at it from a mutual standpoint. So there is this energy here where both of you may be moving forward. You want to go get past the obstacles, the challenges, the blockages. There may be talks about having a trip together, going away together, because Chariot is about travel. The Chariot is also about controlling your emotions. So making sure that both of you are on board with something, or that both of you are moving towards something, but you're not allowing your emotions to veer you off your path. Okay. So you're not allowing emotions, situations to veer you off the plan of the path that both of you want to move towards. Okay. So the Chariot, in order for the writer to get to its goal, in order for the writer to achieve and get to point B, C, D, or whatever, the rider and the two horses need to be all in sync and all choosing to move in the same direction. That is symbolism here. That means in order for both of you to reach this pivotal point that you are trying to move towards, or that you're moving towards, whether it's career, whether it's finances, whether it's your connection, whether it's an aspect of your connection, you both need to be on board. Because if one person is thinking one thing and it's has a whole different trajectory of a totally different goal, and there's another partner that has a total different goal, and like there's this kind of like, yeah, you're moving forward, but you're moving forward in a separate way, then this is talking about it's time to kind of figure out where is that mutual goalpost, okay, for both of you. You also have here, like I said, travel. It says action, focus. Everything I said is just basically the same thing that the card is saying here. I channel it intuitively, but it's there already. Page of Wands. Okay. Now, here are both of you and your partner, right? This potential energy here in February where you both are wanting to move towards, move forward, move past situations, obstacles, challenges. You're focusing on the goal. You're focusing on the success. In order to do that, you have the Page of Wands energy here giving you guys a hand. Pages are all about communication and messages, but remember, pages are also about the novice energy. So both of you getting into this mindset of actually wanting to move towards a new direction, choosing to do so. Page of Wands is that passionate approach, but it's the mindset that both of you have. Remember, it's novice energy. So this may be something that you just is fairly new, that you fairly discovered, or that you're starting in the beginning stages to create, to navigate, to discover. Okay, there may have been, or they may be here in the month of February, this kind of like a pivotal direction Maybe both of you were going in this direction, and in February, you're like, you know what? Let's get back on track to what we feel is going to work best for us. So there may be that recalibration there. But whatever it is, the Page of Wands is both of you feeling very much inspired, feeling very much motivated to move towards success, but doing so mutually. Okay. Both of you supporting each other and being on board here on the direction because both of you agree on the goal. Okay. Now let's get a little bit deeper here and let's get more clarity here within this within this reading here. Okay. Let's get more. What do we have? Divine timing. Serendipitous event. This is beautiful. So here's this validation confirmation. Okay. So here's this movement, right? With the Chariot, like I was saying. You both want to move past something, or you both are moving towards something, a common goal, a common trajectory. We're both on board. We're supporting each other because, we are both equally motivated, inspired, passionate about what this next step is. This could be an exciting plan. This could be a project. This could be a creative aha moment here. Okay. This could be moving. Okay. And I'll tell you why. The Chariot is about travel. So this could be talking about a trip, a short trip, a long trip. This could be talking about relocation for both of you or one of you. Okay. This could be relocation of residence, meaning city, town, state, country in regards to a place of residence, or this could be talking about movement in regards to career, leaving one job, going to another job, or moving within a company. Okay. Moving roles within a company. Again, that is a general reading. When is this going to happen? How is it going to happen? Those details are left to the universe. Why? Because you have divine timing. So divine timing is at play. So this means we're not micromanaging something, but we're really putting all the effort, the intuition, I'm sorry, not the intuition, the inspiration here. Maybe there's something about intuition here. Hold on a second. I'll talk about that in a minute. That may come up later, but because that just channeled right through. But there's this energy here of both of you kind of being like, okay, let's start to pivot into this new direction, new idea. No micromanaging, but really focusing on being consistent, okay? On being very much connected to your passion, to your drive. That's going to push this forward, okay? And also controlling your emotions, making sure that you're not allowing external situations, circumstances, or events to rattle or to, make you feel like, you're not on that kind of straight path forward. Okay. So again, controlling your emotions is going to be super important here. All right. Let's take a look at the next part of the reading, which is the possible challenges for you as a couple that might be experienced here, felt, or dealt with here in the month of February. Okay, so let's see what's coming through. Possible challenge or challenges that you as a couple may be experiencing, feeling, or dealing with here in the month of February. Okay, so let's take a look here. Let's shuffle this a little bit more. Woo. All right, so hold on. Yeah, here we go. All right, Pisces. We have the Three of Cups in reverse, okay? Making sure, especially with this possible challenge, that whatever is agreed upon by both of you, okay? So the Three of Cups in reverse is saying, making sure that you're thinking about all the challenges, blockages, and all the potential, the pros and the cons of something. 3 is about working as a team, okay? Just 3, the numbers 3 are all about joint forces, teamwork, working together collaboratively. The Three of Cups in reverse is talking about the potential energy here, where there may be a little bit of bumping of the minds, not agreeing on something, someone's feelings getting hurt, or a third party interfering into these either plans, whether it is a third party as a person, a situation, a circumstance, an event, or a delay that may shift the original intended plan here, or the movement of something here. There could be this potential. Okay. This could be external, meaning external, family, friends, career, something that you don't see coming. Or this could be someone feeling differently about something. Okay. So maybe not being 100% on board with the direction of where something is going. Maybe not being able to be patient also, because it could be that there's a sense of impatience, wanting to know every single detail of the how. And again, we don't know the how. We just know that we need to be present with the consistent patient with consistency, with patience and determination in order to get to where we want to go. So as long as you have a very kind of forward mindset, that you're both determined to move towards something, to the success of something, and that you are starting to think in a way of pivoting into that direction, connecting with your inspiration, your motivation, your drive, then it's going to take you there, right? That momentum. Remember, momentum creates momentum. So it's not just about the talking of something, talking about something, or that's just not the planning of something. It's actually bringing something into motion. That's where the wants energy comes in. That proactive energy, that fire. Okay, fueling the fire of desire, fueling the fire of ambition and motivation in order to get something moving. But the Three of Cups in reverse, again, there could be a little bit of this tension here, whether it's external or internal, and someone may be very caught up in their feelings here, with this potential challenge. Okay. So whatever that may be. Okay. But it's coming across like that. This could also be feeling like someone is feeling like either someone else or something else is like they're in competition with either someone or something. Okay. So there could be a little bit of this like kind of jealousy or possessiveness here that I'm feeling with this Three of Cups in reverse. Okay. So there could be some third party energies here. Okay. If it's not, because I'm saying like swaying of emotions here. There could be someone else or something else influencing either one of you or both of you. And that could be also another possible or potential challenge or blockage here, Pisces. So it could be other responsibilities. It could be other, people. Okay. It could be people who might not like you, Pisces, that are connected to your partner, or vice versa. It could be someone on your end that may have or feel a certain way about your partner or someone in their social circle. So it could be like not the social circle's not getting along, and there's this sense of like someone talking about someone else, or maybe that one family member who just doesn't quite get along with that one person that in the connection. So it could be on your end or in someone or on their end, but I'm getting that energy here, that there may be this kind of like someone influencing someone else through gossip or chatter. All right, let's see what else is coming through here. Let's find out more of this possible challenge. So it's just something for you to keep an eye out in the month of, look at that, passion, intense chemistry, like each other, equally, having fun, making sure, listen carefully, because you're probably going to say, oh, that's very positive in the fact that it's the challenge. Okay, it could be, but it could be telling you this. The Three of Cups in reverse with the passion. Remember that I said that someone here feeling like there's a competition, like someone is taking the thunder away in some way, shape, or form, or someone's focus is moving somewhere else or on something else, or whatever that may be. So it could be that, okay? And that creating some type of rivalry type of energy here, okay? There could also be jealousy. Remember, yes, there's a lot of passion, there's a lot of, fire here, but there could be someone getting a little bit jealous or feeling overly possessive of someone else because maybe they're hanging out too much with their friends and not enough with either you or you with your partner. Okay. So there could be that kind of, like I said, that, love triangle type of energy or third party energy coming through here. All right. Making sure that regardless of whatever this tense possible potential challenge may be, that you don't allow the passion and the chemistry to die down in the connection, because then that's only going to escalate this potential challenge or energy here. Okay, that's coming through with the Three of Cups in reverse. Okay, so this is probably someone feeling very caught up in their feelings about a conversation or about what someone may have said. That someone that may have said something could be on your end or it could be on your partner's end. But it's giving me this kind of gossipy energy here for some of you. Okay. And of course, take what resonates. Or someone feeling like you're spending too much time or you're focusing too much on someone else. And it's like someone feeling like their thunder is being taken away due to a group of people or to some type of gossip or something, or influence in some way. But let's get more energy, more energy. Yeah, let's get more energy here. Let's get more clarity here in this potential challenge or blockage here. Let's see what else is coming through. Amusement. I find your stories comical and your life a source of entertainment. You see the gossip. Okay, someone finds it very, like, they find whatever may be happening in your connection like a form of gossip or some like type of soap opera situation. So being careful that you're only sharing the things that you want to be shared, and kind of also taking into account that there may be a little bit of chatter either on your end or on your partner's end. So yeah, like I said, this is giving me, yeah, like your life story, like the conversation is about your connection here in some way, shape, or form. This could be family members, this could be the people in your social circle, but there is this energy here of like this third party or gossipy energy kind of brewing here, which may create a disconnect here. Okay, because someone may not like that, or someone not getting along with someone else's, I don't know, family, friends. That's how this is coming through. All right, let's take a look here at your lesson final section. And that's what is the best course of action here as a couple, how both of you can show up for each other so that you can overcome this potential energy here. Okay, let's see what's coming through. How can you get closer together? Ooh, 10 of Wands. Well, letting go of what the he said, she said may be about, the gossip that may be happening behind the scenes, the people, the instigators, the people who are jealous, the people who have nothing positive to say, the negative Nellies or the negative Nelsons. Okay. So 10 of Wands, letting go of the extra baggages of burdens here, whether it's the gossip, whether it's someone trying to sway someone else, whether it's the jealousy, whether it's people not getting along within your social circle with your partner, or your partner's social circle not getting along with you or someone in your social circle, letting go of that. Also, the 10 of Wands, remember, it's letting go of what is weighing this connection down. So there could be things here within this energy that came through that may be weighing the relationship down. So how can both of you show up for each other? Let it go. Let it go. Because the more you hold on to this energy here, or this possible energy, the more it's going to get you out of where it is that both of you are wanting to move towards. There could be jealous people in general behind the scenes. There could be people here that don't want your connection to happen. This could be a third party, maybe from your partner's end, or maybe a third party from your end, okay, that are just nosy and just don't want something to happen. It could even be family. It could be friends. It could be anyone. Okay. So this 10 of Wands is saying here, the heavy load, the brink of collapse, responsibilities, over the limit, overwhelmed, almost done, overloaded. Okay. Being done with the mental, emotional, energetic burdens that have been felt, especially for those of you where there's a lot of responsibility on your shoulders that technically shouldn't be on your shoulders. So this is both of you, whether it's on your end, Pisces, or on your partner's end. What are you doing, Ace? You did that on purpose. I'm on a live, Ace. All right. Let's take a look here. Let's get more sorry guys. Ace just literally took the cushion and was about to tear into that. Ace, leave it. All right, let's take a look here at what more is coming through in regards to details for the 10 of Wands, okay? I was talking about here that what I was channeling was this energy of like having way too many responsibility on your shoulders. So whether that is, I already did that. Whether it's you having a lot on your shoulders or your partner having a lot of responsibility on your shoulders, that shouldn't only be on their shoulders. Like this sense of like, I feel way overwhelmed about something. Okay. And so this is talking about releasing that energy in order for both of you to be able to, not feel the weight of that on your connection. You have here carefree, exactly what I was talking about, carefree, feeling carefree. Carefree squirrel, preparedness, practicality, manifestation. Master of all the hidden treasure. Help you guard the things that matter most. Remember that I said that I feel like there's some people that are being nosy, or that there could be that potential challenge energy or blockage here of other people being very, very curious about what's going on in your connection. And it's coming through again with this card, okay? It says, help you guard the things that matter most. If something is super important, privacy within your connection is super important. Pay attention to that, because there may be people wanting just to get more information just out of curiosity, because your life, your love life is amusing to them. They want to know what's going on. These are people that may be nosy, people that just want to know just so that they can talk, and they could create maybe tension or bring this energy of stress so that there's less passion, chemistry, and connection within your connection. Okay. So just be aware of, like I said, that energy here, because it's coming through again with this carefree squirrel. That being said, intuitive friends, I want to thank each and every one of you for your love, your support, and your loyalty. Don't forget to drop a rose in the comment section. That lets me know that these messages have resonated for you. Until next time, intuitive friends, thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you soon.